In a climate where hardware and software innovations drive the economy, with everyday user experiences evolving at lightning speed, creating products with sustainability in mind can be challenging for manufacturers. HP is one company with ambitious sustainability goals at the foundation of their future-ready plan. They believe tech innovators need to create a more circular economy, prioritize responsible sourcing of raw materials, and evaluate social impact, equality, and community support along the way.
Sustainability is critical in everything that we think about.
We are building an organization which is competitive, which is resilient and future-ready.
Identifying the pillars of climate action, human rights, and digital equity, HP hopes to help drive an industry-wide call to action. They've been recognized as a Global Manufacturing World Economic Forum lighthouse, their Singapore facility leading the charge in green manufacturing tech by supporting businesses of all sizes throughout the region.
A lot of the work we do in manufacturing is centered around in Singapore. And part of it is we created this center here for engineers to really innovate, look at new solutions that looks at not just advancing our manufacturing, but looking at advancing manufacturing with sustainability in mind. The other part is Singapore is a very good infrastructure where the government supports a lot of these efforts. They create infrastructure, they create ways to actually help companies to implement sustainability solutions.
HP is focused on people as the driving force of their sustainability equation, aiming to accelerate digital equity for 150 million people by 2030, and create 50-50 gender equality by 2030 within HP's leadership teams. They say empowering the next generation of talent is critical to achieve these results.
The new generation of talent that we are seeing today, they're really looking forward and are keen in joining organizations that exhibit sustainable business practices and exhibit social responsibility. This new generation of talent that we have, they are creating a vibe in terms of innovative ideas, as well as they are ensuring that they create a long-term view. So we have realized that organizations that champion climate change, champion diversity, are actually exhibiting eco-friendly talent management practices are the ones who are actually winning the war for talent.
Bringing the best people on board shapes clearly defined sustainability goals, including 75% circularity in packaging by 2030 and net zero carbon emissions across their entire value chain by 2040.
Here, we have a traditional product that we produce. This is for industrial application, and in the original design this piece was made from metal, and because it's made from metal it has to be cut out and manufactured at a supplier, stocked up and shipped to us to be able to produce into a product. And this creates inventory, but it also means that we need to ship it around the world. The engineers were able to be creative about looking at alternative using our own 3D manufacturing system to produce a similar part, which is the same strength, same functionality, at a fraction of the weight, at a fraction of the cost, and it's 3D printed. I don't need to hold inventory, I don't need to ship it around the world. That much more sustainable.
Partnerships are also considered key to achieving sustainability goals, locally and beyond, especially those with clear impacts on the community.
When a country grows as quickly as we do, and a society grows as quickly as we do, invariably, you run the risk of vulnerable communities being left at risk. And a lot of what we do is ensuring that that bottom doesn't fall out, that the vulnerable segments of community are looked after. What we want to try and do with partners like HP going forward is to go upstream in solving some of society's issues. Resources are finite, and as we move into the next phase of the country's development, a lot of the focus is really going to be on ensuring the vulnerable segments of society don't get left behind and that the gap doesn't get widened. So a lot of the focus really, apart from giving and volunteering, will also be centered around building capacity and capability of social service agencies and the social sector.
In the future, HP says their ultimate goal is to drive good with growth.
Technology has underpinned the growth of the country, and within the sector, I think HP has really led the way as both a partner and employer of choice. They do a lot to raise funds for the needy. Their employees are very, very involved by way of volunteerism. They certainly lead the industry.
Impact comes from all organizations where we need to ensure that we are driving sustainable business practices, providing an eco-environment where they promote social justice to be able to create a much more equitable as well as just world. That's what we need to thrive towards.